Welcome to beautiful Boone, North Carolina, Kid Brewer Stadium, home of the App State Mountaineers. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Appalachian State Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Mountaineers will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Raging Cajuns offense will get first crack at it today. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
And the Raging Cajuns moving quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Snares it outside. It's Sanchez. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Raging Cajuns will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Mountaineers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So
turning it on! Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Let's talk about App State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs and a
touchdown, App State. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
This offense is so good, man. They can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off the play fake on first down. It's complete to the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. To the air on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Raging Cajuns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sanchez. And the defense drags him down. This crowd in Boone, North Carolina, they are showing out on this big third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Raging Cajuns decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They get to him as he throws.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And the Mountaineers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. There he goes. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mountaineers will have it 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Ezukama. Got his man quickly. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the Mountaineers are on the move. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Mountaineers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out route. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hauls it in. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
And the Mountaineers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Appalachian State.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Jones. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Quick strike complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Raging Cajuns will try to pin them back with the punt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On his way back from the 20. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. The give to the tailback. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got his man on the right. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
They make the stop, but not before he wraps up his first period with a huge gain. Guys, it's Appalachian State holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Scanning the field, it's Ezukama. Quick completion on the out. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
When you run this out route, you know you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know I got to start slowing down and find a way to drag.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, App State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. some concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they'd better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Floats it out in space. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The Raging Cajuns will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And they'll take over. And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Snagged in the middle. It's Alford. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Powers forward but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. And the Raging Cajuns in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
Leaves it with the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And this one splits the uprights.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Dropping back, it's Ezukama. Right on the money. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. From the gun. And now they've lost the ball down here. And they grab it in the end zone.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Hauls it in down the sideline. Running free. Touchdown Mountaineers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Louisiana, 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Keeps it on the bootleg. Takes the easy one to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
On third down, he drops to throw. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. The Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He lofts one down the sideline. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown Appalachian State. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Louisiana, 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Working that wide receiver screen. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. They boot it away. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
The Mountaineers headed quickly to the line. To the air, it's Ezukama. Fires one high and deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Boone when that town is buzzing as it is today. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Kidd Brewer Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Looking for blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder.
Oh, he's got some space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And the Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the lone running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Got it in the middle. It's James. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Mountaineers are marching down the field. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Handoff from the gun. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent, this one's over.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Now they'll try the right side. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Give to the back. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. They want to throw it. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. And the Raging Cajuns send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Yeah, and this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, App State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
Louisiana 3.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. series, he'll try to find a rhythm here. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times, those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times, good things happen.
He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Raging Cajuns will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Powers through the defender. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've reached a break, and Appalachian State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, they'll try the middle. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Moves around to clear up the vision. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And this one is perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the new kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the run, it's Proctor. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Walker to throw. Trying to get rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Proctor. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They're working that left side. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. The Raging Cajuns have this offense rolling. Wants to throw again. Gets it out quickly.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. The give as they work on that clock. Breaks into the open. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Mountaineers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quickly to the tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Caught in the backfield, it's Proctor. Turning it on. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together, maybe even get lucky with an onside kick. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Walker will fire. Finds his man. It's Proctor. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, The possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best.